Hello and welcome to another episode of The Ordinary People, The Top People. Guys, today's episode is going to be with someone who I've known her for more than 29 years. She was my teacher, she's my inspiration, she's a fighter, and most importantly, I think she's a Wonder Woman. Reason why I call her a Wonder Woman, because at the age of 80, there's no stopping to her. But yes, it was never a smooth journey for her. There's so many ups and downs, so many struggles, daily battles she has to go through. And yes, most importantly, she has actually gone through a cancer. Fighting cancer, beating cancer, and still standing strong and keep on roaring. I think her story deserves to be known by other people as well. So yes, today's episode is going to be in English. So sit back, enjoy the show, and let's get inspired. Hello and welcome once again to another episode of The Ordinary People, the top show. And as you guys all know, that this show is all about motivation, encouragement, and inspiration. Today I have someone who I believe her story really needs to be known, because I known her since so long. She's a teacher, she's a mentor, and trust me, she's a true inspiration. Without talking much, I would like herself to introduce herself. Ma'am, can you please tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Pushkarna. I'm a retired civil servant, a social entrepreneur, and do a lot of work in Hong Kong. I think many people know me here, including you.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, ma'am, can you tell me something about your journey? Like, how did you end up in Hong Kong?
Actually, I'm from India. Afterwards, completing my studies, my professional journey started from India. I worked there as well. And then suddenly we received a call or the message from the government of Kenya that they wanted some teachers. So I went there to Nairobi to teach as the teacher, professional teacher. In the beginning, it was in the exchange. And then when I went there, I joined in a very prestigious institute. I became a civil servant and became English teacher, teaching O-level and A-level. And it was the topmost institute of Kenya, where some people of very high caliber were studying. I taught their English and other subjects. Mainly I was for English, O-level and A-level. Enjoyed my teaching. The deputy director and students liked me a lot, and I really gave a mark on their hearts. Worked there from 1980 to 1992. And then suddenly we came to Hong Kong to visit, and I liked Hong Kong. And I thought it's a very safe place. I liked the people here, I liked the system here, and I liked especially the trains and the buses and all that, and it was very systematic. So I thought and it was very safe. So I fell in love with Hong Kong, and I thought that is the best place to live. I was so lucky that I applied for a teacher's job, and I received a call from Sir Alice Kaduri Secondary School to teach there as an English teacher. Amazingly, I tell you one thing, very interesting. When I went to the education department, the director and a big team, they were interviewing me, and the first question was asked from the selecting officer, why you would like to become a teacher? Why you want to be a teacher? And you know what answer I gave? Because I want to remain young. And everybody laughed and looked at me. What do you mean? I said, it's the law of nature. If you remain in the company of youngsters, you will remain young at heart. And I wanted that. I loved children. Surprisingly, I was selected as permanent teacher and civil servant. So I taught there, and because there were all sorts of people there, our students there, Indian, Pakistani, Nepali, Filipino, Chinese, all. And as I love children, I was very popular among the children. I treated them like my own children. I left that mark, that I made a place in their hearts and their parents' hearts. And the parents trusted me that till I'm in that school, the children will not go astray. Up till now, my children, my students, they meet and they really welcome me. One is next to me, whom I taught from Form 1 up to Form 5, and he's very close to my heart. I really love him.
Thank you.
And I wish him good journey what he is doing. I retired or took retirement in 2003, although I wanted to continue, but before retirement, I used to go to interview the interpreters in the judiciary. I loved that job. It was freelance. I could, go wherever I wanted. I could do anything I wanted and meet different people. So I opted that. I registered myself with the Hong Kong judiciary and got the registration. And I started working with the courts, with the immigration, with police, and all other government departments. And I was quite successful in that. I started doing interpretation with all the departments, and amazingly, at that time of my age, most of the people did not know how to do translation on the computer, how to type Hindi, Punjabi, English, or other languages. And as I was head of the department and I was a teacher and in charge of many clubs and other things, of course I knew computer. So I was attached to the even UNHCR, it's UNO. There also there were refugees, so I was working with them as well. So I used to do a lot of translation sitting at home, on the computer. So even I started earning more than a civil servant. Because of my dedication and success, I was elected the president of all the Hong Kong's translators and interpreters association. And till today, even if I'm old or whatever, at this age even I'm earning. I'm doing a lot of work. Sometimes I have to work the whole night, whole day, with police, with immigration, with all the departments. But I don't mind. I feel very happy because I believe work is worship. And many people ask me, I'm really surprised, because they ask me why you look so young at this age. So I, jokingly or laughingly, or it's a truth that I tell them, the more you work, the younger you remain, because you're occupied mentally and physically.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing in such details. But I would also like to know, throughout this journey, I believe we will face a lot of difficulties and challenges and obstacles in our lives. And I believe you, in such a long journey, you must have, faced so many challenges and all. Could you please share with us?
Well, during my teaching, small things happened. But when I was working as an interpreter, in 2007, suddenly I was detected of breast cancer. And that too, it had already gone to the last stage. It everything happened very quickly, and I was given place. I was sent to North Island, a hospital. Now I went for the test. I was here only with my husband. All my 3 children were abroad in different countries. I was working throughout the day and night, whole day. I went there for the test, biopsy, everything alone, traveled that far, never given up. Then, just to get the result, I went alone because my husband had no courage to listen that I had cancer because he had heart problems and many other problems. So I went alone. I was asked by the chief surgeon, "Who is with you?" I said, "Nobody." I came. "You know that you have come to know the result?" I said, "Then what? It happens. I'm ready to listen." And then she sent me to the other room. Nurses started preparing me mentally, psychologically, that I should not get a shock to listen that I have cancer, and that too, it's very serious. "Are you ready for the operation and all that, for the surgery?" I said, "Well, knowingly that I have some problem, I have to get rid of it. Life is like that. We have to die one day, early or later. So there's no problem. You can go ahead. You can take my signatures, and whenever you tell me, I'll come for the operation." Within few days, within 2 or 3 days, I was admitted for the big operation. And even the last moment I was doing my translation and work on the bed, the doctor came, surgeon came, "You know that you have to take rest. It's a very big operation." I said, "Doesn't matter, I'm not scared." And then, of course, my son came from London because people got scared. My relatives, my family got scared that I have cancer, and that too is serious. But I wasn't scared. I was ready to see the consequences. If, with the grace of God or with my positivity, if I have to survive, I will. And then, of course, it was a very big operation, and after even my lymph node was removed, and it was more than, I think, 4.5 or 5 hours operation. And my surgeon was shocked when in the operation theater, on the table, they asked me a few questions, and I was laughing and joking and smiling. They could not see any sign of sadness or worry on my face. And my surgeon was shocked. First time I have seen such a patient. She is on the verge of dying, anything could happen, and she's smiling, laughing. She's not worried. But because I knew I'm a very positive person, I never think negative. I always think positive, I have removed the word negativity or no from my dictionary. I'm a very optimistic person. I knew nothing would happen to me. God is with me. Anyway, after the operation, I was alone, of course. In the evening, my family came, and they thought I could be still sleeping or under under anesthesia. When they came, I was looking at them. "Did you bring food for me?" They were shocked what type of person she is after such a big operation. But I never felt that.
And I believe,
I
sorry to cut
like,
you over there, ma'am. I believe you were around at your 60s at that age.
well, I was maybe around 64, 65,
64,
I think.
64,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
this breast cancer,
yeah,
stage 3.
yeah.
Wow,
And,
wow.
you know, I survived. That was why? Because of my positivity. I'm very optimistic. I told the doctor, it doesn't matter. If I have to die, I will die. But nothing happened to me. And after that, so many chemotherapy, although everybody knows chemotherapy is the worst thing on the earth. They gave me so strong chemotherapy that the first dose I lost my hair, and it was really terrible. For 6 months, I could not eat anything except, something sweet or yogurt, because the whole thing from my inner was burnt. I had 32, I don't know, I forgot how many chemotherapies I had, 32 radiotherapies. And amazingly, after getting, I used to go alone for radiotherapy because then my husband could not go, my son had already gone back. From the hospital, I used to go to work, direct. Work there. If I could work for half day, it's okay, I could come home and rest. If not, even whole day, come home and rest. So, nothing happened to me. I crossed the hurdles, smile with a smile, happily, and I always keep myself happy and make others happy, laugh, joke, enjoy. So after that, everything, I thought this life is not my life, because it's the second life God has given me. I have lived my life, now I will live for others. I will survive for others. So I started, doing the social service. Although right from my childhood, I used to do that, but then I started everything, for the others, social service. I wanted to help the downtrodden, the needy people, anybody who wanted help for education, for admissions, for house problems. My ceaseless dedication and selfless service, it was detected, or it was seen by the Home Secretary of Hong Kong, and he bestowed the medal and award on me. And fortunately, or what, I was the first non-Chinese in Hong Kong to get that medal and get that award from the Home Secretary. In 2008, I was honored by the Chief Executive of Hong Kong. I got the award from him as well.
And all this happened after your retirement.
After all my, not even that, after cancer and all that, of course, some of the other problems, when you have such things, some big operations and chemo, many other problems come up. Then he had knee problems, and I think in 2014 or 15, I forgot, both my knees were replaced, and doctors did not want that. Doctor said, it's a system in Hong Kong, one knee replacement, one knee, and then after 2 years, the other one. I said, no, I'm very brave. Even at this age, I want to go for both together. The doctor was shocked. He was a young man. Are you sure? Yes, I can tolerate. Don't worry. So both my knees were replaced together at a go. And then after some time, God knows, how many problems, God even thought I'm very strong. I detected that I have a hole in my eyes. I had never heard that. And then I was operated. It's not the operation. What they do, they insert some gas. And for many days, I had to sleep on my tummy. Even while eating, I had to sit and keeping my head down. So anyway, I had many, many, many problems. Even I was alone, my children were away. After my finishing my treatment, my husband was in ICU, both the kidney failure, total failure. I did everything. I never gave up. And I believe that if you are strong enough, you have positivity, you don't think you are old or you are weak, you can manage everything. And I managed everything. So this is my journey, my hurdles, crossing the hurdles.
That is so true.
Happily, smiling.
Yeah, with a smile on the face, right? Because everyone, people will come across so many obstacles like how she did, right? And then I believe now you guys will be truly, inspired and believe that really she is not the ordinary person. She's the top person, right? And ma'am, with all like your inspiring journey, what message do you have for people out there? It could be children, it could be youngsters, it could be the older people. Is there any like message for them to go to and achieve their dreams and whatsoever?
I would like to tell other people, especially the youngsters, that set your clear, achievable goals. Setting the goal is the main thing, and set your goals as a roadmap towards fulfilling your dreams. Everybody has dreams. Like your dream is to run this business, this work. So it is to fulfill your dreams, you should have a set goal. Take small actionable steps. Don't just jump to the big one. Step in making progress and stay committed to pursue your dreams. Don't just get discouraged in life. Failures are there in everybody's life. But those failures, don't take it at heart. Just keep on looking for new opportunities and growth. If at this age I can achieve so much in my life, I don't want to disclose my age, but I'm grandmother and still I'm earning my living. There is nothing impossible in life. You can do it if you have the willingness. Where there is a will, there is a way.
That is so true. I still remember you telling me this in the secondary school, where there's a will, there's always a way. And yes, thank you so much once again, ma'am. Though I know I knew your stories, but whenever I listen to this story, I get so much pumped up. I get so inspired each time I listen to this story. And really, God bless you. Thank you so much once again.
And this is the way, that is what I want. People should be inspired to go ahead.
True.
This is my message, strong message.
Exactly. By seeing you walking, I think each time seeing her walking or even remembering her name, I will see posts of her on the Facebook and all that. I'm like, what? Seriously, if she is doing it, why can't we do it? So yes, ma'am. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
God bless you
for inviting me and giving me that chance, golden chance, to convey this message to the youngsters. Thank you very much, and get all the success in future.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Oh yes, and one more thing, guys. Again, if you know anyone whose story is worth sharing, you think this person has inspired you, motivated you, or spread positivity, please do let me know, as I would love to have them on my show to use this platform to spread happiness and positivity. Cheers.